Welcome to Living by the Word Ministries. My name is Emmanuel Oluoch, your co-host. So today we're going to go into it really quick. What is the mark of the beast? What is the mark of the beast? Well, we know it is Sunday worship, and I have proof from the book Testimonies to Ministers and Gospel Workers, page 133. It says this: John was called to behold a people distinct from those who worship the beast or keep his image. By keeping the first day of the week, the observance of this day is the mark of the beast. The observance of the first day of the week is the mark of the beast. Evangelism, page 234, makes this statement very clear. The mark of the beast is the papal Sabbath. Another quote, 7 Bible Commentary 980 1900. When the test comes, it will be clearly shown that what the mark of the beast is. It is the keeping of Sunday. So Sunday worship is the keeping, or the mark of the beast is the keeping of the papal Sabbath. So the mark of the beast is Sunday worship. Get that clear. The mark of the beast is Sunday worship. Now from Advent Messenger. Adventist World just published Ted Wilson distorted remarks about the mark of the beast. Let's go on. What would Adventism be if, like the forces of darkness prevailed? We will have leaders tell us that the mark of the beast can apply to a day or any day other than the Saturday. This is vague and ambitious statement about the mark of the beast could lead one to believe that the mark of the beast may apply to Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, or perhaps even Sunday. All of this is closely tied into the three angels' messages, helping people know that God is the creator, that we need to turn away from false religions, practices that constitute Babylon in mixing truth and error. That we are to avoid the mark of the beast, false worship on a day other than the seventh day Sabbath. That is quoted from Ted Wilson. This is not the first time President Ted Wilson has distorted the mark of the beast. Watch the video I'm going to play to you here. Ted Wilson says that the mark of the beast is in fact the worship of God on any other day other than the Sabbath. So we already know that the mark of the beast is Sunday worship. And by Ted Wilson saying that, he means that if Friday, let us say that our leaders tell us to start going to church on Friday, then that will be the mark of the beast. Then you don't be deceived, but the mark of the beast is only one thing. It is the worship of God on the papal Sabbath, not the worship of God on any other day, but the worship of God on the papal Sabbath, which is the mark of the beast. And of course it is Sunday worship.
And an attempt to actually change God's 10 Commandments so that the day of worship becomes one other than the seventh day Sabbath. And in fact, the mark of the beast would be the worship of God on any other day than that particular day, because that is a sign of God's authority. In fact, let's contrast the mark of the beast with the seal of God, because the seal of God for God's people in the last days will be their adherence, their love of Him, and their observance of the day which He has ordained and made sacred, the seventh day Sabbath. So you are sealed with a special connection with Him when you keep that day. Anyone keeping a day other than that ultimately will be keeping the sign or the mark of the authority of the beast, which has changed the day of worship to another day.
So, well, you heard Ted Wilson saying that the mark of the beast is the worship of God on any other day other than Saturday, and that is false. I want you to get that. That is false. Now to our last verse, which comes from the book Great Controversy, page 605, 1911. The Sabbath will be the great test of loyalty, for it is the point of truth especially controverted. When the final test shall be brought to bear upon men, when the line of distinction will be drawn between those who serve God and those who serve him not. Get it clear, the Sabbath will be the great test of loyalty. While the observance of the false Sabbath in compliance with the law of the state, while the observance of the false Sabbath in compliance with the law of the state, contrary to the fourth commandment, which is, remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy, will be an avowal of allegiance to the power that is opposition to God. In other words, it will be an allegiance to Satan. The keeping of the true Sabbath in obedience to Lord God is an evidence of loyalty to the Creator, while one class, by accepting the sign of submission to earthly powers, receive the mark of the beast, the other choosing the token of allegiance to divine authority, receive the seal of God. That is where we should be critical about. The Sabbath will be the great test of loyalty. And as she concluded, while others will be receiving the mark of the beast, then us who have the greater light should be receiving the seal of God. And this is by doing whatever the law tells us. To the law and to the testimony, if they speak not according to this word, it is because there is no light in them. So let's hear what the Bible tells us about false teachers who deceive our people. That is in the book of Romans chapter 16. Romans chapter 16 verse 17 to 18. Now I beseech you, brethren, mark them with cause. Now let me repeat. Now I beseech you, brethren, mark them with cause divisions and offenses contrary to the doctrine which ye have learned, and avoid them. Someone may be saying, well, what these independent ministries are teaching is contrary to the church. But I will tell you to go back to the waymarks, okay? Let's continue. Verse 18. For they that are such serve not our Lord Jesus Christ, but their own belly, and by good works and fair speeches deceive the hearts of the simple. By what? By good words and fair speeches, meaning they don't touch any prophecy, okay? They don't want problem with those other leaders, but what they want to do is feed their own belly. Now what I will tell you is go back to the waymarks. Go back to the waymarks, and you need the faith of Jesus Christ. Faith of our fathers, holy faith. We will be true to thee till death. Let us not be wavered, but let us stand firm in the truth once delivered unto the saints. Living by the Word Ministries. When the Word says it, it means it. Thank you.